So before us we have a box. Well, what's in the box? It's an eyepiece that I'm going to be reviewing, but today we're just going to open the box and take a look at it. Whose eyepiece? Well, you might recognize the insignia, Explorer Scientific. This eyepiece in particular is a model number EPWP6209LE-01, a 62 degree 9mm long eye relief eyepiece. Now this is an eyepiece, it's been in their catalog and I've looked at it for a while. You don't see many reviews on it on YouTube, so I purchased it for my use, and I figure I'm going to do an unboxing today, and I'll be reviewing it over the coming weeks, and I'll let you know what I think. So let's start with opening the box and seeing what's in here. I'm going to use a little prop stick to prop the box up so we can get a better view of it. Here we go. One thing I want to say, these people really know how to make a good presentation. This box is nice and sturdy. It's well made. Inside, you get a bag for your eyepiece. Again, it's a well made, finely stitched bag. It's not a cheap product here. You get the warranty card, and they do want you to register your product. Their eyepieces are serial numbered, so they want you to either register online or you can mail this in. I just register online. It's just simple and quick. But now let's get into the eyepiece part of this. Remove the foam block. And here we are. Eyepiece in the box, well padded, wrapped. We'll take the wrapping paper off. And here we have it. 9mm, 62 degrees, EMD coatings, argon-purged, waterproof. This is an eyepiece that will resist fogging up on nights when there's a lot of dew, the temperature's dropping fast, a lot of humidity in the evening air. You have a dew shield on your telescope that will help prevent condensation issues on your telescope. Well, this is argon filled, so that will help prevent similar problems at your eyepiece. Take off the caps. Again, very nicely made. This is a solid eyepiece. Here's the front elements. Multi-coated, fully multi-coated. I can see all the colors in there. Little rainbow going on. Same at the back. This is a solid eyepiece. You pick it up and hold it. It's sturdy and well machined. Eye cup. Overall, the product is about 2 1/4 inches with the eye cup extended. So it's a substantial eyepiece. Smaller than some of their other eyepieces that have wider fields than 62 degrees, but it's relatively compact. Let's take a look at this compared with this one. Here's something that you typically would get with your telescope. I received this with a telescope. This is a Kellner 10mm wide angle fully coated eyepiece. Now it's not that wide angle, but you can tell by the reflections. There's coatings on these lenses. I'm going to assume they say fully coated, that all the optical elements have a single anti-reflective coating on it. That's what I'm going to assume because they're saying fully coated. But look at the size of this compared to the size of the Explorer Scientific eyepiece. This is really a solid, well-machined components. Components are all solid and well-machined. Why did I choose a 9mm eyepiece? Well, again, you typically get a 10mm eyepiece with your telescope. A 10mm and a 25mm is oftentimes what's in the box with your telescope. And when you replace those eyepieces, you want to stay pretty close initially to those values. So 10mm, well, here's a 9mm. This would be a direct drop-in replacement. And that's what I'm going to be using this for. So over, I say, the coming weeks, I'll be checking this out, and I'll let you know what I think about it. With all of these eyepieces, you want to take care with them as far as putting them in and out of your telescope as you drop it in and pull it out. There's always that chance of fumbling the eyepiece, and you want to be careful. Most manufacturers, they'll have on the eyepiece barrel this undercut, and this is made so that you turn your locking screw or tighten up a lock ring, and it will grab your eyepiece solidly, and they work really well. The problem comes in is when you release that set screw, particularly with the brass locking rings. This can hang up, and you might fumble the eyepiece pulling it out. I've come close to dropping mine doing that on a couple of occasions. So I've gotten to be very careful when I release that set screw to pull these out. Explorer Scientific does something a little bit different. If you notice, they have a taper. Instead of an undercut, they've tapered the barrel here a little bit so that your lock screw or that locking ring tightens up against this taper. When you release it, it releases smoothly, and you can just withdraw the eyepiece out. So you lock it in, and when it comes time, you unthread it, and you just pull the eyepiece straight out. There's nothing to hang up on because you've just got this taper. So it works out pretty well, I think. It's a nice feature. So as I say, I'll be evaluating this over the coming days and weeks, and I'll let you know what I find. If it's typical of the other Explorer Scientific eyepieces I have, it'll be pretty decent. So this is, just to recap, a 62-degree 9mm long eye relief eyepiece from Explorer Scientific. Again, it looks to be, at least mechanically in my hand, a well-made product, and we'll see. So as always, this review is it's on my own. I bought this eyepiece myself. This is not a sponsored review. I'm a customer of Explorer Scientific, like many people, and I happen to like their products, so this is not a sponsored video. I also ask that if you like my videos, please like and subscribe on YouTube, and that helps me get more views. So anyway, that's going to be it for today. I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll let you know what I think. If the skies are clear this evening, get out with your telescope or binoculars. Spend some time under the night sky. Anyway, until next time, have a good day, take it easy, and I'll see you soon.